Braves.
Good morning. Welcome back to Braves Country today, as we are in the 19th day of July, believe it or not. And so that gets us rolling here on a Monday morning. The Braves lose 2 of 3 to Tampa Bay, but fear not, the Mets do something we don't expect them to do, and that is the same thing the Braves did, which is lose 2 of 3 in Pittsburgh. So we didn't lose any ground, still 4 games out, and I think all in all, we'll take that as the W. When you lose to a very good Tampa Bay Rays team and you lose 2 out of 3 games, the big picture is you're still not that far out of first place. 4 games out is nothing. That's a week-long slump. If the Mets can get into a week-long slump and the Braves can get hot, you can easily catapult back in there. Now, the way they lost it is concerning because once again the bullpen has just been terrible, and it continues to be terrible. Friday night, when you look at Friday night's game, we lose that game in extra innings. I found it really strange. We're coming off the break that Chavez is the guy that's in there in the high leverage situation. We use Minter, Jackson, Martin, Smith, and Chavez. Chavez, who has pitched pretty good, but he's not the guy you expect him to have in there in a high leverage situation in the bottom or the top of the 10th inning. When you put in a guy on second base, you kind of need to have a strikeout guy in there. You kind of need to go in there with the guy that can prevent that run from scoring, and that's not what happened. And it was just some of it you're going to say terrible bullpen. I mean, Martin gave up 2, Minter gave up 1, but then also the mismanagement of the bullpen was a little dumbfounding. You got Jackson only pitched a third of an inning. There were a lot of things that could have been done, and it spoiled a really good outing by Charlie Morton once again. Just absolutely disheartening when you see that. Now, Saturday's game, things actually went Atlanta's way. We win 9-0. Max Fried looked incredible. The offense exploded. Jock Peterson looked great. I think he's going to be a big cog in this engine. He's already made that lineup deeper. When you set the lineup the way Sticker set it up, and look, I've been banging the table. This is before the injuries to put Swanson in the number 2 hole. Swanson is going to make that lineup longer because he is the type of player that knows how to move guys along. So with that being said, you get Swanson in the 2 hole. You get Freddie back where he belongs in the 3 hole. Ozzie in 4, Riley in 5. That gives you a much deeper lineup than when you have Freeman up at the number 2 spot, because rarely is there going to be a guy on, et cetera, et cetera. So I like the offense the way it looks with Peterson at the top, Swanson at second. This team put up runs, 9 runs with that. The very next day, yesterday, we take the loss, but you have to be encouraged by the fact that the offense did pretty well once again. Now, the bullpen was absolute garbage, and it's to the point now where I don't know what in the world Sticker's thinking, because we've seen this time and time and time again. Minter constantly giving up the game tying, the go-ahead runs. It really is ridiculous. He should not be in those high leverage situations. I'm telling you right now, Minter needs to, until he starts pitching better, Minter needs to be at the very front of the bullpen, meaning pitching in the 5th, pitching in the 6th. Should never be in the 7th inning for any stretch, for any reason. And Luke Jackson came in and uncharacteristically for this year gave up 2 runs. You don't expect that from Luke Jackson. He's actually pitched really well, but he struggled last time out, and now we're seeing it again. So Luke Jackson might be rearing his ugly head. Tomlin came in, pitched a clean inning. Shane Green came in and pitched a clean inning. You like that. The offense did score 5. They showed, we got 12 hits. You score 5, get 12 hits, and you're at home, you should have a pretty good chance of winning that ball game. But the Rays win at 7-5. So move on from that. And today we got another tough test. This is a really tough road that we're in the middle of. And even though these games are at home, tough games, they're going to play Darvish and the San Diego Padres today. And that is a big task, Herculean task for Kyle Muller, the rookie, to come in. He's pitched well, and I expect him to pitch well again today. But what concerns you is this is probably going to come down to the bullpen. And we're going to get to see our old friend Melanson. And hopefully he's not in a safe situation this week, but we're going to get to see our old friend Melanson, and I guarantee he's going to be a little have a little oomph in his step. Muller today versus Darvish. Darvish has pitched really well this year, 7-3 with a 3.09 ERA. And we all know how nasty he can be, how filthy he can be. His last 7 games, though, 2-2 with a 4.7 ERA. So that gives you some hope, because the last 15 games before that, he was 6-3 with the 3.09 ERA. So he can be gotten to right now in a stretch where he's not necessarily playing at the top of his game right now. And so we hope that I mean, look, his last time out, he went 4 2/3 innings, 4 earned runs against Arizona. But that right there was the outing that jumped out at you. The rest of the time, he's been pretty solid. You look at it, he's going 6 and giving up 1 earned run, 7 1 earned run, 6 1 earned run. So you got to figure when he goes up against Atlanta today, he's probably going to be back on that horse again. And hopefully Atlanta can take advantage of some of his missteps that he had last time out against Washington. He played Washington right before the All-Star break. He went 3 innings, 6 earned runs. Philadelphia, 6 innings, 4 earned runs. So he's struggled a little bit, and hopefully Atlanta can take advantage of that. All right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. It's that time to get on down the road. Tomorrow we'll be back, and we'll talk about game 1 of this series and look ahead to game 2 and look and see what the Mets can do, because the Mets today, they are in Cincinnati. And you know that Cincinnati has a pretty good ball club, and it's in Cincinnati. If nothing else, even if the Mets win a couple of games there, let's hope that Cincinnati at least wears out that damn bullpen, so it just wears down the Mets. They're sending Ike off to the mound today. Cincinnati is sending Gutierrez. Cincinnati's got a chance of winning this game, as well as Cincinnati's a decent baseball team this year, and Cincinnati actually has a decent chance of winning this series. So we'll take a look at that again tomorrow as well. We'll see you. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for stopping by Braves Country today.
You're in Braves Country.